Kevin Streelman on the tee at 14.
Back left hole location today. You'd like to be center, right center of the fairway, and that one looks perfect.
And it is. That a moment ago now, Spieth.
And a little bit of wind off the left, not really hurting. It starts up to the left for Jordan, now drifting back towards the center of the fairway. This one is really good.
We're at the first, Justin Thomas for birdie.
Slick downhill putt. Putted, frankly, putted poorly this week. And for the last stretch.
It's so weird because the numbers say that.
Sure.
But his putting poorly, he's hitting edges.
Yeah, it's not awful. But you can also... Oh, very good by Sebastian. I think you can read it on in his body language. As soon as he you know, misses a putt and walks away, he doesn't...
And Sebastian Munoz try to get himself in position for that.
Catch a piece of that fairway. Nope. And JT's had a couple issues on this hole with the driver. He hit it right of the path a couple days ago. Sometimes holes just don't suit your eye. Sometimes you just make a bad swing, and that's that. We shall see. That's not a bad swing at all.
Yeah, 75 to 77 is perfect.
There's Kevin Streelman's discussion at 14.
Yeah, the good tee shot leaves him 189 and slightly uphill second shot. There is slope on the back left of the green. If you tug it a little bit, actually the ball will feed back to the right. It's a shot. Kevin trying to work this from right to left. At 180 for Jordan. Ball just slightly below his feet. Some helping wind. You heard Michael Greller said trying to get this ball to pitch at 78, so he's expecting for it to land and pretty much stop. This may be a tad left. Not much.
Just a tad.
Sebastian Munoz second from the left rough at 2.
Got to be a layup. That is some pretty juicy stuff over there. Indeed it is. Had to really kind of go at it to get it over that cross bunker.
Par 5s give you a chance to recover. Bad tee shot and get yourself back in there. Good wedge coming up. And now, Justin Thomas, after that not bad swing off the tee.
Not bad at all. You just really try to hit it in the corridor between the pin and that right bunker. So that's a pretty narrow little corridor, but that's exactly where it has to land to get up on the right side of the green. Maybe land it, like you said, a yard or 2 or 3 short. He can kick.
Add himself to that list of long putts made at the 14th. This from 66 feet, Card.
Yeah, expecting that ball to move a little bit further to the right. Jordan Spieth actually Walked in to take a look at that as I got closer to the hole.
Jordan Spieth and Kevin Streelman. It's Jordan for birdie.
Yeah, this ball's going to pull just slightly to the left.
Indeed, it did. A 10 under tie for 20th. A few more birdies could go a long way as far as insurance goes to staying in the top 10.
Always something to play for, isn't there, Robert? No matter
yeah.
what level you get to this in the game, there's always another step or another victory, another birdie. Now, Kevin Streelman struggled from this range so far today. 0 for 3 from 7 to 10 feet. He's got another one.
Yeah, this is another challenge because I think the first part, the ball wants to stay straight, maybe even go slightly to the right, but then halfway to the hole, it starts going back left. He's got this, expecting to go right to left the whole way.
Left hard. That was a more tentative stroke than we've seen the last few holes from Kevin. Stinging 3-putt.
So fall back to 2 under par in his round, highlighted by the second hole and Sebastian Munoz third.
Gonna draw one in, land it past the hole I was about to say, but short it is. And
he will not assist to win on the PGA Tour. Carlos Ortiz then won from Houston, in Houston, to follow that up. This for birdie.
a little frisky there.
Yeah, it could have been a lot better too, but tough hole here, as you indicated, Mark. A couple of oak trees through the fairway, kind of left center. There's two big trunks. I think the one you want to aim at is the one a little bit right, closer to the green. That really gives you a good angle. Don't really want to leave it right here. Yeah, it's a really good tee shot. Jordan, right in between those two trunks. That's perfect, left side of the fairway.
Pellet right down the middle.
One of the most free-looking swings today from Jordan Spieth. 6 fairways on his round. There's a Kevin Streelman.
Hold still, please.
As we talked about, Kevin not going to advance to the Tour Championship, but still been a good year. A lot for him to learn from to try to make next season better. And this one maybe hanging a little bit to the right side.
Yeah, it did, and I'm afraid it missed the bunker.
Justin Thomas looking for his own eagle at the second.
Yeah, we had cut away. His ball did jump up there. We weren't quite sure.
Oh, come
man. It's that close to being 3 under through 2, but he's going to be 1 under through 2. Just slid one by in the last hole as well.
That was very rude. Right to left around that low side. Flipping out violently. What a Club Pro guy would say. Easy 2-putt.
Mm-hmm.
From that range, I don't know if Club Pro guy can 2-putt though. That's probably outside the easy 2-putt
Probably,
range.
yeah.
This would be an easy 2-putt.
He's got that rake in mastered from that range.
It would be the most successful hole location based on the scores. Already 10 birdies in this round on the 3rd hole here, and not a whole lot of the field has come through yet. Now Thomas ready to go.
I think you're right that it is accessible. The problem is if you goof up and go just a little long and a little right, that short side downhill chip would be pretty much dead. Another good looking swing. Oh. Lucky that it released that much. There's always a little guesswork when it's 20 yards downhill, and I think that surprised him. He was posing over it like he loved it. To land that short, surprising.
Kevin Streelman rolled it in from there a little earlier today for his first birdie of his round. And as we look back up the tee at the third, plays about 20 yards downhill this par 3.
Looks like almost an all-weather glove. Like it's not the leather that you usually see. It's almost that fabric.
And maybe there's that much humidity in the air. Kevin Streelman over on the left. Who's going first, Mark?
It should be Jordan. Yeah, Jordan's got 189. Streels has 175. And you were right there, Robert. He's going to have some stance issues for Kevin because the lie is okay, but it's only about a foot right of the bunker. So he's going to be standing in the bunker, but really a great look, great angle for Jordan here.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting some puffs of wind back into the players' faces here. It's not blowing real strong, but it is coming towards them. Looks like he got a little too steep on that one.
I feel like I've been in between clubs. 64 times.
He got paid by the word. He'd be the leading money winner.
Now Streels.
And the fact that the ball is still below his feet as well. Again, it's unfortunate, but at least he's got a stable stance. This headed towards the front left of the green, needs a hop.
That's pretty good. It appears like
The guy that makes a late season charge to another FedEx Cup title. So you look down at the third green, and Sebastian Munoz looking to make some damage on this long putt.
this is a putt that, because of the slope on the right being so steep, you think it breaks hard left, and it does break left. We saw one earlier actually straighten up. Sebastian way overread that. That putt, if it broke left, it broke left.
To work with, there's a little down slope off the front right of the green. But again, it's got a pretty good lie, slightly uphill.
Fair.
This would be a heck of a birdie if he could convert this one. This one's going to have a couple of double breaks. Should work a little right to left at first, and then it gets over a little ridge and should work back to the right once it gets near the hole.
It's the putt that Kevin Streelman had this morning. Remember this one, Robert? See if JT can drain it.
Yep, it's the one that, again, is a lot straighter than they looked. Almost went right on Streelman. Oh, good catch hole. JT's hit 3 good putts, only cashed in on one of them. But that's a good sign.
2 under par through 3 holes for Justin Thomas. And
To stay tied for 21st, Carney, and in a 16-way tie for 21st. He misses this and he goes to 37th. That's a lot of points.
Absolutely it is.
That away.
He knows that.
Absolutely. You don't want to give any back.
so probably no verbal reprimand to himself about missing the fairway and leading to a bogey. It's a par for Jordan Spieth at the 15th. And Kevin Streelman.
Yeah, similar putt here. And I can tell you what, the fans and certainly everybody out here today, very appreciative of certainly more comfortable conditions with the weather. I mean, it's still a little humid, but Got some good cloud cover, got a nice little breeze, certainly not as warm as it's been for most of the week, so it'll be fun out here today.
That doesn't break your heart, I'm sure, Carney, to cool off a little bit.
Not at all.
And solid inside 5 feet. It's been just a little further than that for Kevin Streelman. That he's struggled today, but nice or good catch, Mike, I assume.
Yeah,
All right.
he caught that.
That was a
Still
soft
in sauce.
JT on the 4th.
Looks like it started over at that left bunker and stayed in it. Well struck. His reaction was like he really liked it. Maybe he thought he could carry that bunker.
I don't know if it's just Justin Thomas's shoes and a little more old school, but when you see him lift that left heel on the backswing, it just throws me back to the swings of like Jack Nicklaus back in the day when he'd lift that left heel off the ground to get a big hip turn.
Young Tom Watson, when he was starting, he had a huge one before he actually changed his swing and was flat-footed. But the Tom Watson that beat Nicklaus at Turnberry in the duel in the sun.
The Sansa belts.
Mm-hmm.
16th tee now. Last par 5 at Caves Valley. Jordan Spieth ready to go.
Well, they've gone back to the back tee, so those bunkers certainly in play today, both left and right.
Wow.
Stay short of it.
And Jordan really likes this one.
Oh, that's great. Nothing better than hitting in the first cut on a par 5. Fairway wood out of the first cut's easier than fairway.
A launch pad ready for Jordan Spieth. So Kevin Streelman getting some last-minute instructions from caddy Mike Bester. And Kevin Streelman was a caddy back in the day, Chicago Golf Club, and even when he was out there in Scottsdale here at Whisper Rock, where he's now a member.
Historic club, Chicago Golf Club. Very private.
And good one for Streels as well.
I assume you've snuck out there a couple times, though. Yeah.
I've been invited 2 times. We won't talk about how many times I've snuck out there.